couldn't let Eric upstage you?
I've been wanting one for about 2 years.
Okay,
I sold mine 4 years ago.
okay.
I'm like, it just doesn't itch. It came seven months too early, but because of him, it just, oh, really?
Okay, I believe we're going to call the Board of Adjustment meeting to order. Thank you all for coming. If we'd rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
All I have to do is swirl this around. I only had to swirl this around.
Okay, at this time I have the swearing in process. Anybody would like to speak tonight's meeting? Please raise your hand. Take the oath from the clerk.
Swear the testimony you are about to give, the truth shall help you before God.
Okay. Did we want to? Did you wish to speak at tonight's meeting also?
I wanted to find out what it's going to do around drainage to my property.
Okay. So, I mean, if you would like to speak, just take the
If you're going to address the board,
if you're going to address the board in any way, please take the oath from the clerk.
You swear the testimony you are about to give is the truth shall help you before God. Thank you.
Thank you.
$25.
Okay. Okay, at this time we'll have an open forum. Anybody wishing to speak on any subject at tonight's meeting that's not on the agenda, please step forward. You have 5 minutes to speak. There being none, the floor is now closed for the open forum. At this time, I'd like to have approval of the minutes dated November 17th, 2021.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Carried all, thank you. Okay, this time we'll have a reading of the variance 22-03 from city staff.
Good evening. Elena Donato, City of Oldsmar Planning and Redevelopment. Apologies, I'm just waiting for the PowerPoint to.
Oh. There it goes.
Okay, this is case variance 2203 435 Shore Drive East Pool and Setback Variance.
Shouldn't we have that on our screens?
So we don't get it.
What's up there?
Okay, apologies. Elena Delgado, City of Oldsmar Planning and Redevelopment. This is case variance 2203 435 Shore Drive East Pool and Setbacks Variance. This property is a corner lot at 435 Shore Drive with a new 5,123 square foot single-family home under construction. It's zoned R2 and has required setbacks of 25 feet in the front, 6 feet in the side, and 10 feet in the rear. Additionally, our code allows rear pool setbacks to be 10 feet from the property line to pool decking. The proposed pool decking will increase the lot coverage to 42%, which meets the R2 standards of 50% max. The lot is located at the corner of Shore Drive East and Kilsyth, resulting in an irregularly shaped lot with an oversized secondary front yard and a smaller backyard. The owner intends to utilize a portion of the secondary front and a portion of the rear yard for the pool and associated decking. Because of the irregular shaped lot, the only location applicable for the pool would be adjacent to the house in the secondary front setback. And here we have the proposed plan as well as the aerial photo of the property. This is a variance request to approve 3 variances to construct a pool with pool deck and includes a variance to reduce the front yard setback from 25 feet to 20 feet, a reduction of the portion of the rear yard pool setback from 10 feet to 6 feet, and a variance request permitting accessory pool structures in the secondary front yard. These requests were measured against the standards for approval defined in section 317.3. Some variance justifications is it will not confer on the owner a special privilege, as setback variances and accessory structures located in secondary fronts have been approved for residential lots in the past. The lot maintains a wide space that's suitable for an accessory use adjacent to the home on the secondary front and a portion of the rear yard. The granting of the variance is due to the unique lot shape. The applicant will be required to maintain the existing drainage standards and mitigate any effects from the construction of the pool and the decking. We also require enhanced landscaping to shield the pool and decking from the public view and an opaque fence around the pool for safety. And the applicant will be required to maintain the clear sight visibility triangle at the intersection of Shore and Kilsyth. Based on the discussion, staff recommends approving all three variances.
Thank you. At this time, is there questions from the board to the city? There being none, thank you very much. Okay. This time, does the applicant wish to speak on behalf of this variance? No, he does not. Okay. 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 We didn't have that. Anybody wishing to speak in favor of this request? There being none. Anybody wishing to speak in opposition to this request? There being none. Okay, if you'd please come to the podium and state your name and address, please.
Yes. Much more question-based than it is anything else. MJ Brooks, I live at 430 Country Club Drive. And my concern or my questions are around drainage and what that means for other overlying properties. Because I know that we've had a couple of storm surges in the last few years, and my home had become an island, but I didn't have water in my house, and I was very happy about that. And I'm because I'm on Country Club Drive, I'm a much lower house. I'm at one story versus an elevated. And at that point, the drainage becomes an issue for me. So I don't know how this variant or changing how we're handling this will impact me or my property.
Okay. If you stay up there, if you please. And
Yeah.
Tatiana Childress, City of Oldsmar Planning and Redevelopment Director. So as mentioned during the PowerPoint presentation that Elena presented, the plan will require an updated drainage plan at the time of the permitting. When the structure was proposed, there was a drainage swale proposed in the back of the property to demonstrate positive drainage. So that means that the grading in the back of the property has to be slightly higher than in the front, bringing all that water up to the Shore Drive and Kilsyth right away. So it will have to be maintained, and it's up to the designer on this project when we receive the permit. This is just a variance at this point, but drainage for new construction is addressed at the time of permitting, and I can provide the drainage plan if needed. Yes.
I have another question. As a variant, does this become standard to our code that we're actually changing that line from 25? It's explicitly for this instance.
Yep.
Thank you. Because I don't want anyone to build that close. Thanks.
Yes, that was correct. So that's why it's a variance. It's reviewed on one case at a time. So it's only for that particular lot. It's a corner lot, and they're only requesting actually, so it's from 25 to 20. They're only asking for a 5-foot reduction to that secondary front, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay. Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak in opposition to this request? Okay, the floor is now closed. Discussion from the board.
I'm fine.
There being none? Oh, there was? Oh,
I'm good.
Okay.
It's corner lot.
Okay, all right. Okay, we will have on this, being it's 3 separate variances, we will have each variance read separately, and it will be a roll call on the variance. So the first variance on it is reduce the front yard setback from 25 to 20.
A motion to approve variance 2203, setback from 25 to 20.
I'll second it.
Okay, so Kathy, do the roll call down the name or,
Yes, I'll do
Okay.
the roll call.
okay, so it's roll call.
Board Member Smith,
I'll approve.
Board Member Chacolo,
Yes.
Board Member Enos,
Approved.
Board Member Clark,
Approved.
Chair Brill. Okay, a variance to reduce the front yard setback from 25 feet to 20 feet is approved with 5 votes for and 0 against.
Okay, once again, variance 2203, the second variance to request to reduce a rear yard setback from 10 feet to 6 feet.
So move.
I approve.
Pardon me, so I think we have a motion on the floor. Did we get a second?
I'll second.
Second variance?
You want a second?
I made a motion.
There was a motion there, and a second, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, roll call vote. Board Member Smith,
Approve.
Board Member Chacolo,
Yes.
Board Member Enos,
Approved.
Board Member Clark,
Approved.
Chair Brill.
Approved.
Variance request to reduce the rear setback from 10 feet to 6 feet is approved with 5 votes for and 0 against.
Okay, and the third variance of variance 2203 is a variance request permitting secondary pool structures in the secondary front yard. Have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Okay.
Okay, roll call vote. Board Member Smith,
Approve.
Board Member Chacolo,
Yes.
Board Member Enos,
Approved.
Board Member Clark,
Approved.
Chair Brill.
Yes.
The variance request permitting accessory pool structures in the secondary front yard is approved with 5 votes for and 0 against.
Thank you. Okay, and now we have a reading of variance 22-04.
Hey, Elena Delgado, City of Baltimore Planning and Redevelopment. This is case variance 22-04, 413 Ventura Drive Pool and Impervious Surface Ratio variance. The property is located at 413 Ventura Drive with a developed 3,532 square foot residential family home. Property has a zoning designation of R2 single family residential and requires setbacks of 25 feet in the front, 6 feet in the side, and 10 feet in the rear. Our code permits rear pool setbacks to be 10 feet from the property line to the pool decking. The site is located between a cul-de-sac and a corner lot, resulting in a constrained lot shape. In addition, the structure has an existing bay window on the rear of the home, which prevents the proposed pool to be located closer to the existing house. And here we have an aerial photo and the proposed plan. This variance includes a request to approve 2 variances to construct a pool. It includes a variance to reduce the rear yard setback from 10 feet to 6 feet, and a variance to increase the lot coverage threshold from 50% to 54.6%. The request was measured against the standards for approval as defined in section 317.3. The granting of the variances is due to the unique structure shape of the rear bay window and a constrained lot. Setback variances for pool construction have been approved for residential lots in the past in the same subdivision. The lot coverage threshold is only exceeded by 4.6%, which is a minor increase in impervious surface area ratio. Both the rear setback variance and lot coverage variance are being requested so the pool can be properly sized and located in a safer manner on site, allowing for proper separation between the on-site structure and neighboring lots. In addition, the subject property's rear yard abuts a neighboring side yard. The proposed plan maintains a setback of 8 feet from the pool water to the edge of the property line. In addition, a proper drainage plan is required at the time of construction, demonstrating positive drainage flow to ensure no negative impacts to the neighborhood. Based on the discussion, staff recommends approval of both variances.
Thank you. Okay. Does the board at this time have questions? Staff? There being none, thank you. Good. Okay. Would the applicant for this variance wish to speak? Okay. Is anyone in the audience would like to speak in favor of this request?
Yes, I will.
Please state your name, address, for the record.
Basin, I live at 415 Ventura Drive, so I'm the direct next door neighbor to this lot, and I have no problem with the plans or the request for the variance as it relates to anything to my yard as well.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else in the audience wishing to speak in favor? There being none? Anybody in the audience in opposition to this request? There being none? Okay, the floor is now closed. Can we have discussion from the board on this request? There being none? Okay, can I have a motion on this request?
Motion
So
to
moved.
approve the variance from 10 feet to 6 feet.
Okay. A second, please.
Second.
Okay, thank you.
Vote, Board Member Smith,
Approve.
Member Chacolo,
Yes.
Board Member Enos,
Yes.
Board Member Clark,
Yes.
Chair Brill.
Yes.
A variance request to reduce the rear yard setback from 10 feet to 6 feet is approved with 5 votes for and 0 against.
Okay, and then the second part of the variance is a request to increase the lot coverage from 50% to 54.6%. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Approve. Second.
Second? Okay, thank you.
Board Member Smith,
Approve.
Board Member Chacolo,
Approve.
Board Member Enos,
Approved.
Board Member Clark.
Approved.
Chair Brill.
Yes.
A variance request to increase the lot coverage from 50% to 54.6% is approved with 5 votes for and 0 against.
Thank you very much. If there's no further business for tonight's meeting, okay, call for an adjournment.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Everybody second. Favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Carried all. Thank you very much. Thank you.